Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Welcome to Broken Sim. We're in it.
Welcome.
Bang, bro. Bang.
Welcome.
Bang. Bang.
Welcome.
Johnny, what's up? So I was telling welcome to Broken Sim. A lot of good stuff going on. When is this going out?
Thinking about it. Not sure. Maybe Friday, maybe Monday. Not sure.
What's today? Tuesday.
What?
Today's what?
Thursday.
Thursday. So tomorrow?
Possibly.
Why not?
Why not tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on ads, is what I'm thinking. I got to talk to Dan.
Okay. Well, you know what? I got to put some tickets in Pottstown, bro.
Oh, if you want it out, I can put it out. Yeah.
Pottstown. Where
Friday's not our
everybody's-
best day.
It's so interesting, dude, because that means somebody long time ago was really into pots and just started a whole town.
Oh, let's say you think that's what it's
Yeah,
about? Huh.
yeah.
I bet it's somebody's last name.
Like Seymour Potts
Yeah, that's what I would guess.
founded the city of Pottstown.
And I'm right. It's Pottstown was laid out in 1752 and 53, and named Potts Grove in honor of its founder John Potts. It's now called Pottstown.
John Potts.
John Potts.
Man, you gotta be a real narcissist to name a city after you. I shall declare.
I think it was named after
this
him.
is Tripville.
I don't think he named it that. I think it was named after him.
Oh, okay. All right.
But that was back before they got through all the interesting names. You know, they're still calling people John, just John.
How about the fact that I live in a city that's named after a fictitious white guy who lives in the jungle?
Is that what Los Angeles is named after?
No, Tarzana.
Oh, really? Oh, is
Named
that really
after
what
Tarzan,
is that
yeah.
because of Hollywood? Is
Yeah, Tarzan, who used to run with the monkeys.
that- Run with the monkeys.
Yeah. There you
go.
Guys, it's in at samtripoli.com. Grab all of your tickets. So anyways, I was talking to
Leave reviews too. We need reviews.
we need some reviews. Leave some. Okay, a couple things. Leave some reviews. We also we're getting some crap that we don't do atrocities anymore. We can't do an atrocities call if you don't call in with atrocities. You gotta call in with the atrocities, dude.
People have called. We just haven't done as many. A lot of we got some complaints to cool off on the voicemail, so I gave it.
What do you mean? Who complained?
A few people. There were like
what's
too
a few?
many.
Give me a number.
I don't know. Just enough.
Okay,
to
just get
register it.
10?
It's been
10 people?
Nah, not 10. No.
5, 4.
Yeah, 5, something like that. Over a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm just sensitive to the comments.
So like that reminds me of when Jason Tebow used to want to do giveaway movies.
He had a hilarious idea that you didn't like and vetoed called spoiler alerts, where he would do movie reviews and spoil the movie.
Yeah,
of
and people got
things
mad
in the theater. Yeah, a couple of people got mad.
A couple
then you
people.
did the thing where you were like, "Well, I guess that's everybody." And
Well, so we do like a poll or something, and I think he loses the poll.
I don't remember.
He had like 5 comments. He's like, people like. I'm like, it's 5 people out of the tens of thousands that listen to the show.
I think I don't remember him losing the poll.
He did lose the poll,
I think
Johnny.
it was pretty
Johnny,
close.
anyways, this show's about me.
You brought it up.
So, a couple things going on here.
Actually, here we go. I'm just gonna pull up your bullshit here. Do you approve of the Teebs' appearance? This is dated February 14, 2017. Do you approve of the Teebs' appearances at quote spoiler alerts? Yes, 81.6%. No, 18.4%. 294 votes. There you go, Sam.
Okay, well,
making shit up.
yeah. Welcome to podcasting. It's called a podcast.
I know you do
I'm
this thing
making
where
shit
you
up.
make me doubt my own memories.
What do you call me, Hassan Minaj right now?
It was your emotional truth.
I know my emotional truth, okay? My emotional truth is that nobody wants to hear the end of the shows. Even though I've been like watching a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode of have you seen Candace Owens' new Convicting a Murderer?
No, no, I haven't.
Now, let me just say, I love
I heard it wasn't good. So.
Candace Owens. I'm a big Candace Owens fan. I think she's great. Obviously, I love hot black women, right?
I like a lot of what she does. Some of it contributes to a negative sort of.
Well, you know, here's the thing about Candace Owens. When she's right, she's really right, and she nails it. And when she's wrong, she's way off.
Yeah, when she's
Like,
on your
way
issue,
off.
when she's right on your issue, you love her. And then when
Right.
she's not,
Well,
it's
the
annoying.
biggest thing is like she on the Steven Crowder thing. She ended up being completely wrong on that, right?
Yeah, and that hurt her, I think. Yeah.
Well, because she started making it personal and alluding to his divorce, and then when the video that his pregnant wife put out, which she emotionally manipulated the whole thing by coming out and arguing with her belly, the shirt around her belly, and all that stuff. You know,
so funny.
And you know, of course, a pregnant woman can never be wrong, right?
No, of course not.
So they always got to be right. So she's wrong on that.
Hillary's like, damn, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, Hillary comes out with a big old pregnant.
Hillary
You're like,
Clinton.
I'm 70 and pregnant. Vote for me. And like women always complain about, oh, I getting older. It's hard to be in society. No, you just become a different niche. You just become a different fetish.
A different fetish, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you do. You just move into a new fetish.
Yeah.
Guys, you know, it's like I would have women always complain to me, "Oh, you don't understand like how hard it is to be a woman. We become invisible in society." No, you don't. You just become like everybody else. We talk about this all the time. Yeah. But it's like you could be older and still loved. As a man, no matter what you do as an older man, it's creepy. No matter what you do.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Dude, Bill Maher has this podcast where he brings people on to talk to, and he brought this kind of attractive younger woman. I don't know who she was, a musician or something. And he just got pure shit just for being a guy interviewing a younger woman. That was
it's like, oh, you scumbag. It's like if you're like 50 something and you buy a really nice car, everyone's what are you going through, midlife crisis?
Yeah,
like, no, I've just worked my ass off and I've always wanted a car like this.
That's why Stern sucks now. It's because he's afraid of coming off that way, so he doesn't do any of the old funny shit.
Imagine having that much money and caring what people think. Isn't it crazy? Like when you're broke, you care less what people think, and then when you got a bunch of money, you're like, why happened to having FU money?
Yeah, why have FU money?
Why
if you can't
have
say
FU money?
Yeah.
Why?
No, and if anybody's got FU money, it's Howard Stern.
It's Howard Stern, dude.
100%.
And then you hear people like complain he doesn't pay people. I'm like,
oh, really? I haven't heard that.
oh, yeah, it comes out all the time. I'm like, dude, spread the wealth.
Yeah, I don't.
Johnny makes at least like $100 a month doing tinfoil hat. I could keep that money.
You're very generous. I'll say that.
Okay.
You're very generous.
So anyways, I'm watching convicting a murderer.
Yeah, I'm curious.
And it's very interesting because you're waiting for her to drop some hot knowledge on some evidence that the series didn't show you. And none of it was there. And this is just episode 1, so it could be anything. But what she's bringing up is Steven Avery's past. She's like, Steven Avery, he used to steal a lot of stuff. And I go, okay. That is a sign like you might have, some loose morals here, right? I mean, Johnny, can we be honest here? Have you ever stole anything when you were a kid, honestly?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
yeah, me too.
Not a lot, but like just to kind of test the.
I stole porno mags when I was a kid, okay? Yeah, bang. There you go. But my whole point to that is
way more as an adult.
yeah, as a kid I didn't do a lot, but as an adult I'm on fire right now. I'm currently looking for a new ski mask right now.
I'm really proud. I personally put out a business 3 targets in the area.
Yeah.
So
what if
I'm
a
really
guy
proud.
was like a really successful bank robber and he's trying to get sponsorship? And he's just trying to get these ski mask companies to sponsor him. Hey, if you sponsor me, okay, I promise to rob at least 1 bank a month.
I'll get all over the news for you,
Yeah, everywhere. It would be great. So anyways, so she's like, they didn't tell you about all of his past where he stole all this stuff. And I'm like, well, all that stuff was there when he got framed for sexual assault as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? Like all that was there, and we know.
Also, the documentary was like 20 hours long. I mean, how much? They put a lot in it already.
Yeah,
I mean, how much more do you want it to be?
But the notion that they were painting him as like some innocent person, I don't think anyone watching that thing goes, Steven Avery's a good guy who just was in the wrong place. Everyone's like, dude, the Avery, because let's say even if you only watched Making of a Murder, right, and you didn't see the entire cottage industry that came around that. I mean,
That was a movement, dude. That was a movement.
That was from podcasts to like articles written and then series made, even like this series, right? Everybody talked about how shady the Averys are.
And if anybody is the guy you're talking about, it's Dassey. It's the kid, who just wants to see
that's the whole thing.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. You're doing a real disservice to this kid. Like, you should be like, listen, Steven Avery did some scumbag shit. Dassey's autistic. Let him out. Right? It was like super interesting because I kept waiting for her shoe to drop. And you go through the comments, she's getting lit up.
Is she really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
There are some people like, yeah, I knew something was out there, but a lot of people are like, okay, he was a thief. That doesn't mean he's a murderer. That's a big jump.
That's a big jump.
And what you're saying is that even for an Avery, which are like garbage people, right? Let's face it. Like the Averys are garbage people.
It's like the
dude.
Shameless family.
Yeah, they are white trash to the bone, bro.
100%.
They are, dude. And they are a family of criminals. There is no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. You're saying that not only is he a criminal, but he's the dumbest human being on planet Earth. You're literally set up for millions of dollars. All you have to do is stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Not murder anybody.
Not murder anybody.
A couple of months, yeah.
And then just how they break up, how they found the car. Like her cousin just beelines right to the car.
Yeah. It's such bullshit.
And it's such BS. And on top of that, right, they like, dude, it is a junkyard. They have a machine that squishes the cars.
They had that.
Why would he put it in there?
No,
why would he be
and the way it was hidden was like how you hide something in a Pink Panther cartoon or something.
He hid it like a parent hiding Easter eggs.
That's absolutely
right. Yeah. You're like, where are they?
I mean, they just lean. Like, we should pull that up. They just lean like a branch against it, and then like a piece of plywood.
Right.
I mean, it was so obvious.
It was so dumb.
And then that woman on the phone, the cousin who reports it, is so clearly acting.
Yeah,
like,
and she's so excited.
It's clear that somebody called her and said, "Listen, like you go here and you'll find something real interesting."
Yeah, so I was watching that. And I'm waiting for the second one to drop. So what they're doing is they're putting it out for people who do the paywall on the Daily Wire, and then after a couple weeks, they'll put it out for free.
I don't want to. I'm not going to pull. I don't want to pull up her because I just feel like bringing her face into it is kind of.
Yeah.
But I do want to look at this. Look at how this thing was hidden. It's hidden about like that key was hidden.
Oh yeah. I mean, like there's just things
look at this, dude. I mean, this is
that
just
Candace
comical.
Owens is asking you to accept as just kind of dingo Steven's way.
Look at that, dude.
Right?
There's more of the car exposed than not.
Like, okay,
I mean, you would if your freedom, if your life depended on them not finding that car, which it does for this guy.
Right.
You would first probably repaint it, then disassemble all of it, then smash it. You know what I mean?
100%.
It would be dust by the
Or
end.
you could just smash it and then bury it behind all the other smash cars.
And would you leave, I don't know, her bones in your backyard?
Yeah, I mean it's just like he's not smart, but
and the police had access to do all of this stuff.
Yeah,
they found out since.
Once you know that the corrupt police agency that framed him before is now violating the law by showing up and investigating
all the time.
Right there. It's like, what are we making this for?
Yeah, absolutely. I do think the thing she's going to bring up is this, that they didn't mention in the documentary. It is a flaw in the documentary. Is that there was, quote, sweat DNA of his on the hood.
What does that
but
mean?
I mean,
what does that mean?
Well, there's a lot of reasons that's not a valid. It could be planted, but there's also it's hard to get DNA from sweat. I've heard
it's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. And and the reason Steven Avery isn't going to get out of jail until this goes to the Supreme Court is because what we're going to find out is that once he wins this, there will no longer be a Wisconsin. It will be Avery land. It will be.
It'll be like Potsdam.
Yeah. It will just be Avery land.
Pottsville.
That's what it's gonna be called.
Averyville.
Because
Yeah.
they're gonna have to pay him off. There's not enough money in Milwaukee. He's gonna have to be like. He's gonna have to give him the Milwaukee Bucks, the Brewers. They're gonna have to give him everything.
Yeah, we were real happy with Giannis this year.
Yeah.
He really did a good job.
Yeah, we're excited. WrestleMania is gonna be permanently at my field house.
Really happy about the trade.
Yeah, really happy. We're very excited. It's Dane time. It's Dane time. Right?
Oh.
So I was watching that. Then the last thing.
Where is that? Where's that out? Is that just on her on what's
you can watch it on YouTube now.
Okay.
Convicting of a murder.
I heard it was boring. This was the thing.
Well,
it was kinda mundane.
it just doesn't. There's this thing where you think she's got something.
It must be in the later episodes where she brings. I bet the big thing's gonna be that sweat DNA thing though, which to me was just bullshit.
Well, I mean, like, how many episodes can you go before you're like, I'm out? So the next one is about him killing a cat. That's what they say.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And-
that was in the documentary.
And that's
Yeah.
super tragic
It's awful.
and not cool. And when you harm animals, you tend to be, can be violent, right?
I had a friend who kicked his dog one time, and I never got over it. But I mean, he turned out normal.
I had a
so
friend punch my cat once, and I just punched him right in the face.
good for you. That's
And I
that
had a cat
correct
for
reaction.
a week, and his name was Bob, big old balls, because he had these fat nuts.
We had a Bob. He just disappeared on the farm.
On a cat or a dog?
Cat, yeah. He just
He's dead. He died.
probably, yeah. But he disappeared once before and then came back. He just couldn't walk straight. He walked in a circle all the time.
Oh, so he saw some shit.
yeah. But I don't know.
So
Well,
the
wait,
other-
so you what happened to him? You said you had him for a week. What?
Yeah, and he was an outdoor cat. We
Oh,
tried to
just
make him an
went on.
indoor cat, and as soon as he got the outdoors, he was gone, bro.
Can't do it, man.
And that cat had it so good too.
You gotta take the balls. You gotta cut the balls if you want him to stay. Because the men, they
I
go
want him to
off.
live his life, man.
Well, there you go. He did.
You know, I feel even bad snipping him. Like, we didn't snip Roger forever, and he just pissed over everything. So you gotta snip their balls. It's like, if you work with me, bro, if you just pee outside, you can keep your nuts.
I'm sure if you could communicate with him, you could get that over. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
But-
wouldn't even want to communicate with Roger. It's just like, hey, how's it going? What's up? Hey, what are you doing? Hey.
It's like a Ren and Stimpy cartoon. or something.
100%. 100%. So the last thing before we get into some other stuff, Winning Time is done. You brought it up to me.
Yeah,
I
it's so
finally got
sad.
to watch it. Again, this is a TV show I like. It's very weird because it was the first time that I liked the actors over the subject matter. I really like these.
Interesting, because you love the NBA.
I love the
NBA.
NBA, but I like the act. I liked all the players. And this is who played Pat Riley? What's his name?
Adrian Brody.
This is probably my favorite Adrian Brody character.
It's funny because you and Howie were telling me he was so shitty at playing Pat Riley, but from the beginning I've been like, he looks just like him.
No, he
got the
grew on me. Well, because
by the end when he's doing Pat Riley, dude, like that's Pat Riley.
well, the biggest thing is that you convinced me that was Pat Riley's nose, which makes me think he got a nose job at some point. He's like shaved that thing down
yeah, maybe.
because now he's got a regular nose, not a Adrian Brody nose. Which, by the way, I have a joke. I say this every time. My aunt was like, "Did you get a nose job?" I was like, "Yeah, I asked him to give me the Adrian Brody. That's what I asked." So,
that's so funny.
but here, and we've talked about this before, and I've never saw a show that got so bleak and dark at the end.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, bro, they knew it was the end.
I think so too. Yeah. Well, they did. There was now the very end, which I think ends with them on the court. You know, the father and daughter on the court.
Yes.
That is something they shot in the event of the series ending, and then they let them stick it on at the last minute so that it had some kind of like feeling.
Yeah,
of,
but just look at this story
But I know
arc
what
of
you're
this,
talking about. The
this
rest of it was
series.
dark. Yeah, I think you're right.
The story arc of this series sucked. It was like, oh man, we're partying, we're having fun, and everyone's watching, going, oh man, I wish those days were back. Hey, we could have those days, if we tell female comics to shut the fuck up and let's have some fun. Sorry, your careers are going where you wanted to. Okay. Right? We could still have that. And then what HBO does every time, let's take this thing that guys love and let's just ruining it by making everybody want to get married. It's the entourage seppuku, I call it. Entourage seppuku.
Well, I think they just never got to the 80s, the disco era. You know, once they got to disco time with LA, it would have been.
Well, they got to like 83.
It would have, but I mean, like the heart of, you know, like I think they felt rushed to get to the end of the 70s.
No, but it just
you know
became like all these dogs out there that are just winning in life, banging everything that moves. Of course, we got to demonize them. Then we have to make them get married, and it just ruins the show.
But that had to come. That was gonna come back if they kept going like they planned it, because Magic's got to get AIDS.
Fine.
It does have a dark ending with Magic, especially. You know what I mean? It's
that's fine, but it's like Jerry Buss was a wild man. Like now you're making him become domesticated, and it just becomes like these guys have bad relationships. That's the show.
Which, I mean, did they have good relationships? You know.
Yeah, but there was so much more to that team than their like. You don't do that on HBO. That's a show you can do on Lifetime. The Women of Showtime. Do that show. Let guys have the run and gun.
That's the HBO influence, right?
Well, because they did it to Game of Thrones and they did it to Entourage. They take this show that guys love and then they just make it female focused. And you're like, get out of here. And then
you're right about Game. They got rid of all the nudity from Game of Thrones.
They ruined it. They ruin it every time. They bait and switch you. Oh, look at this. It's crazy. Look at the titties. Bang. And then, oh my God, chicks are kicking everybody's ass, which I just like. So I a new show that Dana and I just flew through was Rabbit Hole.
Never heard of that.
It was on Paramount, and it's a weird show because there's so much movie magic in this, and that you just gotta go, okay, dude, that didn't. There's no way that could happen.
What's it about? Kiefer Sutherland. Huh?
Yeah, it's Kiefer Sutherland. He's great in it, and it's just basically about this guy who's kind of a fixer.
American spy thriller television series.
Yeah, it's great, but there's so much movie magic.
Is it like 24 all over again?
In a weird way, but he's a conspiracy theorist who's super paranoid about everything.
Is it making fun of conspiracy theorists in a way?
No, it's not. If you're a conspiracy theorist, you can watch this and enjoy it.
Okay.
Except for but at the end, it gets super woke again. Like super duper woke again.
Great.
Yeah, it's just we just can't have it. I don't need to see chicks beating up everybody all the time. Like you told me to watch the Star Wars show, right?
Yeah. I mean, at least that's a space fantasy.
Why can't we just have meaty bitches? Can I have some meaty bitches fighting? Why like the blonde who's the bad person, right? She just looks like she drank too much coffee. Like that's
she does, doesn't
right?
she?
She just looks like she's been slamming coffee all day, and that's what makes her a bad person, right?
Hold on. I gotta see that. You're so right.
She
Her
looks
eyes are
skinny.
bugging out of her
She's
head.
like, I have too much espresso, decaf only. And like, if you ask,
Here we go. Hold on.
Right?
I gotta pull up this picture. This is the perfect picture to express what you're. But yeah, look. I mean, her eyes are bulging out of her head. She just looks so tweaked. But yeah, you're so right. She does look like she's just cracked out on coffee.
And it's like I'm not somebody who doesn't like her or.
No, I think she's got an interesting face.
No, she definitely. But at the end of the day, it's like you're asking me to believe the unbelievable, right? It's like this 100-pound chick is like the equivalent of Boba Fett or Darth Maul or Darth
that 200-pound guy that's in the show. You know what I mean, with the huge shoulders.
Yeah, you like it.
That guy's good, by the way. He's really interesting.
I mean, dude, listen, and the lead, what's her name? I love her. I love
Rosario
everything.
Dawson.
Yeah, she's been great ever since she played that show where all the kids got AIDS.
It's called, right?
Yeah, kids, dude. Yeah, so that was it. So that was a little opening.
That guy died. You know, the main guy, the bad guy. He's dead.
The kid?
No, the man. In real life, he's dead.
Oh, the guy,
the guy
actor.
that died. Yeah.
How'd he die?
They're not sure. Heart thing. Some heart thing. Yeah,
dang.
Yeah.
So Johnny, do we have anything for
We have reviews if you want.
No, for opening boxes? What do we call?
No, not yet. No.
I got a guy who wants
Mystery
to do jingles for us. Mystery package.
I mean, you already did the mystery package jingle, but we could use some others. There are some others we could use jingles for.
What, we have a mystery package jingle?
Yeah.
Mystery package! It's It's mystery package. It could be anything. It could be a ton of cash or some anal rings. It doesn't matter. It could be anything. It's mystery package. Let's see if it blings.
Okay, can you play it?
Well, I mean, it's not. I put it in post.
Okay, but I love that
mystery
song.
Mystery package.
Here we
it
go.
could be anything. It could be a ton of
man,
cash
it doesn't-
or some anal rings. Doesn't matter. It could be anything. Mystery package.
I
Let's
promise
see
you, I
if
will
it
on the
blings.
next episode get the name of the guy. There was a package inside a package. So here we go. I've seen it, but I can't wait for Johnny to see it. Johnny, are you ready for the mystery package?
I feel like I'm ready, but maybe not. I
Here
don't
we
know.
go.
Well, I'll tell you in a
Are we
second.
ready? Here we go. Bang. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are
Yeah,
you
we're fucking ready. Hurry up.
Hey, dude, don't use that language. Here we go. Bang. Here we go. I will get the artist's name on the next episode, or Johnny will put it into the. I'm sorry you put it, but here we go.
Turn the picture around.
Bang.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Wait, who's that in the back? That's Eddie. Who's out in the far right? in
That's
the back?
Brian Callen.
Oh,
That's Xavier, that's you, man.
That's
he
really cool.
nailed you. He's really got. I mean, this is great drawing. Here you go.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I want to put up in the studio
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, let me hold that.
There we go. That's pretty cool, right?
Oh, that's really cool, dude.
Yeah, I gotta get his name. I'm so upset that they didn't. Johnny, if later on when you're editing this, maybe you could put the name in there if I get home in time for you to do.
I'm making a weird face, but I really like this. This is great.
Yeah, it's great, right? What do you mean you're making a weird
I'm just
face?
making a weird face.
What are you talking about? You're smiling.
No,
what is
I'm
wrong
like
with you? Let me
looking
see
down
it.
And like scrunching my nose or something.
Let me see it.
I'm self-critical. What do you want?
Yeah, you are. You look great, Johnny. You look great.
No, I pulled a daft face. It's all right. It happens. That's great. Whoever did that, thank you.
Man, I gotta get the name. I'm so upset that I did. I should have wrote it
Wait,
on the back.
we'll do it now. I'll put in your voice. I'll try to imitate your voice. Just thank the person and pretend you know their name, and then I'll.
Well, I really want to thank for the amazing artwork.
You gotta move your mouth though. So
Okay.
I'm dubbing
We'll
it.
do
It's
again.
it's like a dub.
Ready? I really want to thank
Sam did not send me the name.
for the amazing artwork.
Okay. I'll write that down. All right.
Uh,
Well, they just sent that in the mail, huh?
yeah,
The people who listen to the show are the nicest people.
they are the nicest people. Reviews. Oh,
We'll get through as
reviews.
many as we can.
Reviews.
That's the theme for reviews, actually. It's you going, reviews.
Reviews.
Yeah, that's it.
Reviews.
Get a live version of it there. This is from Rogiru, whatever that means. High transcendental meat soup.
Respect.
This is a lot of words here. I'm going to try to tear through this. As a slave to the kleptocratic states, slowly rolling up that great big hill, tired and uninspired, I want to say thank you for doing what you do. Furthermore, as a slave, don't say that around liberals. They'll say you're co-opting culture there. I have side hustles to make rent for the lords of the land. One day I dream of purchasing some of my own land if faith prevails. Hear ye my pleadings from you, kind sirs. Please, I beg you, promote the artwork of the rag I have settled with. She is kind and struggling like most. She is sick.
Dude,
And
this is
cannot
the
get a
best
real
comment
job.
ever.
Or she loses her insurance. Therefore, she is forced to stay home and make money on the side from her art. I don't have...
Johnny, this is the best.
Okay.
This is like if the internet was around in the 1700s and people, ye all podcasts had brought great scorn.
I have become the sole provider for my family, so please give me peace. Please promote her art so I don't have to work hard. I beg of you. She can even make you merch. Her Instagram is, okay, this person's Instagram
Let's look up the Instagram.
is DARBPLS.
Can you look it up?
DARBPLS.
Let's promote it.
And
This guy's-
her Etsy is Darby Bartlett Art.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you, man. Anybody that leaves a comment in ye old English is all good with me. That's the best. That's like somebody leaving a Yelp review of a Shakespearean play. That's what that sounds like right
in
there.
Shakespearean language.
Yeah.
So that's
The theater production brought great darkness to the land. Me and my wench partake in a night of dance. What? What is it? Oh no. Actually, yeah, I'm in.
You go, oh no, what is that? It's a little dark.
Dude,
There's some weird stuff going on.
It's some weird interracial, intergalactic right there, interdimensional stuff going on. Go up. Let's see some more.
I mean, what do we got here? These are like
These are. I think this lady is into like weird kind
it's
of
kind of
like.
disturbing, right?
That's disturbing is not the word. Oh, this is the guy who wrote in Ye Olde English.
Like, look at this face right here. He's getting something stuffed in his mouth.
Yeah, well, this is like the guy. This was like.
Oh wow, this is beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the. Oh yeah, that's a bear feeding a baby. Oh, look at this. She got tits out, eyeballs.
I'm all about titties.
Dude, I'm sorry, but this is great art. Is that his girlfriend?
I assume this is the artist. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this is great art. This is like some weird.
It is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
But I think good art can be disturbing.
It has the vibe of that cult that wore Nike sneakers and then off themselves. What was the name of that cult?
Yeah. What the Jim Jones speech? The Heaven's Gate.
Yeah. This is like if you just loved Heaven's Gate and you could just do.
No, Heaven's Gate was the comet.
But the guy was bald, right?
Is that the? Hold on.
Heaven's Gate.
I think the Nike shoes.
That's pretty nice, though. This is great artwork.
No, it was Heaven's Gate. Yeah. Okay.
I would love to know why she does only bald chicks, which I'm for. That makes me feel
Hair. Sam, you may not know this. It's a pain in the ass to draw.
okay. That's a haircut of a guy who might assassinate the president for sure, right?
Oh yeah, it looks like when in Full Metal Jacket, right? When he
It looks like
mirror.
it looks like Full Metal Jacket meets Dragon Ball Z, right? That's the vibe right there. Yeah.
I mean,
by the way,
what is that? A cigarette?
Yeah. By the way, this couple has go up. Look at all the different looks this couple has.
They go through them, don't they?
Yeah, they change their look like seasons. Like they have seasonal looks.
She's got no hair there, and he's got even less.
Yeah. Then you go up.
And then you go all the way to the top here.
And
Look,
then-
she's got.
yeah.
Well, there's a child. I don't want to show a child.
Yeah, we don't want to show children. But look at that. Then they got that. That's obviously
That's
Halloween.
Harley Quinn, yeah.
Right?
Some.
Then look at that one. It looks like, hey, is this age appropriate?
Well, he's kind of like doing his Paul Walker thing there. And
Yeah.
then this is like this is obviously a filter of.
Yeah. Oh, is that the cry filter?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It must be, right? That's beautiful. So if you want this, oh look, she did a.
And guess where she's from?
painting.
Upstate New York. Holla. That's my tribe, bro.
Darby Bartlett art. Check it out.
Yeah,
if
Darby
you want
Bartlett
to,
art, and that is a beautiful baby.
If you want some
that's-
mildly disturbing art.
That is cool. I don't even know what's up with the hand puppets on the person.
Oh, that is cool, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a cool one.
She's got some ideas for sure.
I like it. I like
Send us
her
something.
art.
We'll put it on the damn wall.
Yeah, we'll put it
please.
on the damn wall. Make one of all of us.
Oh yeah, in that style, that would be great.
That would
seeing
be
all
cool.
our bald asses. That
Yeah,
would be
we're
great.
all Sinead O'Connors.
Just all kind of huddled up, like we're
Yeah,
afraid of
I'm in.
getting a beating or something.
I am in.
Okay. Thanks for that review. 5 stars. We'll read it, whatever it is. Wes Martin 23 banger. We need the reviews really help us in the rankings. By the way, is what we figured out.
Help us.
They really help. Banger. Juicy Johnny really makes this podcast number 1
Oh,
every
you
week.
love those. You love those.
This must have been what you were reacting to the other day. He's quick as lightning. I don't know where he got the co-host from, but he does okay. A little illiterate, but Johnny is obviously an equal opportunity employer. Respect.
Thank you,
Love
Johnny.
you guys, though, for real. Always. See, he's joking. Always look forward to the weekly shows. Keep it up.
Johnny, you are
Schmedio Ben Hood.
Schmedio Ben Hood.
I don't even SMDO Ben Hood. I don't. Okay. Best show there is. Sam, are you my real dad?
Yes. I didn't pull out a lot. I thought I was shooting blanks, so there could be a ton of Tripolis out there.
No legal liabilities are implied.
No legal liabilities are implied.
Trisha, Demon Slayer. Okay. Love this show. Atrocities on Sam, though. Hey, boys, absolutely love this show and all of Sweet Sammy T's shows. I must say, though, being a female listener and one with multicolored hair, including blue,
Yeah.
I would just like to say, even some of us blue-haired women love Sam. Please, P.S.
No. I love the blue-haired women, especially when the carpet matches the drapes. Bah, 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 bah.
See you soon in Pottstown, PA.
Yeah, let's go, blue hair.
P.S. Johnny, get it together and come on the road.
Johnny, get it together. Try doing some jokes without your notebook that aren't about me. Hello.
A lot of great comedians take their notebook on the stage.
None do.
What are you talking about? Richard Lewis went on stage with notes his entire career. I've seen Bill Burr go on the stage with that notebook.
Yeah, but he's working on new stuff.
It's all new. It's all new for me. NGZ Battletoad, best show ever. Machuro says 5 stars. The best worst pod. We're like the Cardinals. Woo is your family Woo is the family you were talking about.
No, I was not. We do not say their name. Stop asking me.
Oh, I see. Who is the family you were talking about on the Rogan's?
We don't talk about them on the show.
If you listen to Tinfoil, you know who it is.
You know who it is. Look it up. You won't hear from me.
Logan left 81. I gotta go. So what day does this even come out anymore? That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good. Johnny gets sick a lot. He has a very.
What are you talking about?
Johnny
I had a migraine the last time. That's the only time I've had. You've had to move a podcast because of me.
Exactly. Johnny.
Sam has
low T cell count.
90%.
Okay, and he gets sick.
T cells
are a lot.
T cells are to do with your immune system, dipshit. You're thinking of low T.
Yeah, you got low T cell count.
No, that's completely.
You have
different.
a low white T cell count, and your butt hurt.
Sam is on the road all the time and is always like, I'm sleepy. I can't do it today. My favorite podcast to listen to, these guys have great chemistry. Sam, you keep talking about doing fewer podcasts. If you stop doing this one, I'm going to smack you next time you're in Chicago. That's from Long and Left. He's talking about his penis, obviously. Conspiracy. This is from MarFX4. Conspiracy. I know this isn't your conspiracy show, but can y'all entertain this idea? With 2 kids, we've watched hella kid shows.
Kid shows.
I've noticed Mickey Mouse and Peppa Pig have the same music sounds as casinos and plenty of other shows. I've heard on Tinfoil on one episode talking about companies hiring engineers to make sounds that get people addicted. What do you think?
Oh, dude, 100% they use kid shows to get people addicted to stuff. The lights, the sounds, the gayness. They do all that.
Gayness.
They love to introduce gay in the kid shows.
Dude,
Black Magic is all over kid shows. There's a straight up YouTube channel. Johnny, if you watch YouTube enough and you see these kids program, there is no way who does a kids program that doesn't creep you out. There's not one. They're all creepy people.
It's funny you say this because I was sitting in the bed the other night and in my autoplay came up this documentary about Ren and Stimpy. Which first of all, that's a testament that cartoons have been dark for a long time.
Right.
Because I grew up on Ren and Stimpy, loved it. And I don't
but don't you feel like Ren and Stimpy was an adult cartoon meant for adults?
It was started on Nickelodeon, bro.
Yeah, but it was like
Nickelodeon, that's for children. I mean, come on. But anyway, the point.
I'm not against what you're saying. Maybe we've become softer because we know what's out there.
South Park, dude. I mean, I watched that. I grew up with that as a kid, playing South Park video games, clearly aimed at children, and that's as adult as it gets.
Yeah, you're right.
But my point was about that. Watching that documentary, I had no idea. Do you know about the history of that guy who did Ren and Stimpy?
No.
So I'm watching this, and I'm like, this guy's a badass. I fucking love this guy. And he's like sticking it to the network. You know, they tell him like, we want the cartoon done here, and he's like, we can't do it right. It's got to be done by this day. And he would be late, and I'm like, yeah, fuck you. And he was kind of like Steve Jobs to the people he worked. He was hard on them. You know what I mean? But I'm like, this guy's an artist. He's a visionary. And then they just end with the ultimate haymaker, dude, of him like, when I was 14, I wrote him a letter, and he started writing letters back to me, and then we started going on dates, and then this guy moved in with this chick when she's like 15 years old or something, and it ends with him just basically being
Again, my theory is if you're a grown man doing kids entertainment, you're shady as shit.
But it's dude, it got me so. I mean, I was so in on this dude. I'm like, he's a badass.
Any dude that's on Sesame Street, I don't trust any of them. None
it is
of them.
Weird, yeah. I mean, did you ever have any urge to do like
the only guy that
children's
didn't have any gay vibe on Sesame Street was the Mexican dude from the old cast. All the rest of them had gay vibe.
They had to. This guy was such a pain in the ass. They had to take his own very popular show away from him. This John Krasinski or whatever his name is. I can't remember how to say it now, but this is him right here, and this is that girl. Look at how young this chick is right here, bro.
Oh my God! Click on it. Oh
There's something
my
going on.
God.
I mean, and that was.
How young was he?
He was like, I don't know, in his 20s or something. Let me see.
Yeah, but isn't that crazy? Look, they're just taking the picture.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably to document it. Thank God they did. How old was she? Okay. In March 2018, former Spumco employee Robin Bird and Katie Rice told BuzzFeed that Krafusky, I'm not saying that right. Those Polish names are so hard to do. Harassed and groomed them while they were underage. Bird told the website that she was in a sexual relationship with him at the age of 16, and she had started talking to him before that. That's when and flew to California to live with him when she was 17. And he talks about he does interviews for the thing, and it's just like, yeah, she was just so hot. I mean, she was so smart and cool, and I mean,
he's like, I got nothing.
That's what he said.
Can't get any action. I got this chick talking to me.
That's exactly what he said, dude.
Well, I mean, that's really what a lot of this is. These guys can't talk to women their age.
And I would highly recommend watching that, though, if you grew up with Ren and Stimpy. It's great. It's on YouTube.
Very rarely, dude, do you find pedos that are alphas. Very rare.
That's a good. Yeah, that's so.
Like the
so
only guys that were kind of like rock stars that would tour through Europe, and like dating 16-year-olds weren't a big deal.
Or like Aerosmith. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, do you consider that? I mean, you have to, right? It's
what?
I mean, like that whole thing that they did in the 80s and the 70s.
Well, I mean, like their whole thing was like, oh, I'm going to ask for permission. And then they'd ask the parents. The parents would be like, okay, I guess.
Still not right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a certain comic's whole argument that the dad gave him permission. That's his whole argument.
Is it the guy we were talking about last time?
All the time.
Yeah, okay. All right, our guy, Billabong.
But by the way, Old English comment best so far. I don't even know if anyone's keeping track of the comments of the year. Mark, write that down.
Mark,
old
thinks
English.
JFK wasn't assassinated. This is his new theory.
Okay.
Billabong. Is that how you say that? That's skater brand.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
Billabong? From San Jose State. You guys are the best duo. I'm originally from NorCal, but have transplanted to Missouri. Well, that's a weird change. Your banter and everyday stories bring me back to Cali life. Love you guys and hope you take the leap of faith to live a better life outside of Gavin's communist Cali.
I mean, dude, people want me to leave Cali so bad.
Yeah, really, nobody's wanted somebody out of a state more since, like, I don't know what, Hitler in Austria. They really want you out of here, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where to go, though. But, okay, Johnny, okay, I'm going to send you this, and we can watch this as well. A buddy of mine. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. You
okay, I'm back. Keep going. Keep reading. I'm going to send you something.
Okay, Z-Bear says, oh my God, dude. Sam, I love your open mind, but you got to stop believing everything every guest tells you all the time. A lot of subjects contradict each other, Anunnaki or fallen angels, for example. I want to address this. Johnny, you make me laugh almost as often as Sam. Well, that's a high praise because Sam's the funniest person I know. I got to know what percentage you two are on board with flat Earth. You guys have a great dynamic and make a great team. Keep fighting. Dude, what you are missing here is that the whole conceit of that show, the whole design of that show is to, when the person is being interviewed, is to take everything they say at face value, take it seriously, and that's how we get to the bottom of their beliefs. It's an exploration of the ideas of the guest.
Yes, Johnny,
We're not here to shoot people down.
Yes, I mean, unless they say some really, really outrageous stuff that I like when
Aleister Crowley's a hero.
Isn't a pedophile, right? I mean, it's just unbelievable. But the whole point is that so the whole point of the show was that when I was before I started Tinfoil Hat, I was getting all these arguments with people about conspiracies, and they would just scream and shout at me and not let me talk. And then I would also watch Eddie Bravo on Joe Rogan's, and those guys would just triple team him, and he could get. I go,
yeah, poor Eddie.
You know what? I'm just gonna let people talk. And Art Bell, later on, when people send me all these Art Bell clips, you realize Art Bell did that too. Whatever you're gonna say, we're gonna assume for the time you're on the show that's real and help you present that information the best you can. And by the way, fallen angels and Anunnaki do not contrast each other. They are the same thing. So that's all I got to say.
I'm with you. Rainy Day says, the greatest. Love the show so much. Please bring back the atrocity song.
Trying.
Atrocity song? Do we have an atrocity song?
Do we have an atrocity song?
I don't think we do.
Well, we need an atrocity song.
Yeah, we could use that jingle. I don't remember having an atrocity song, honestly. If we do, forgive me. My husband, shout out to Steven. Oh, it's a lady. And I love listening to you both and wondering, how did you two meet and decide to work together? Our favorite duo. Love everything you do. Amy. We need merch saying, I gotta go, Johnny. That's funny. We've talked about this before, but
how come nobody's bought my
we don't really promote it, to be honest.
survived.
We haven't mentioned that in months.
Survived 55.
bsmerch.com if you want to check that out. Sam's got his boner pills shirt. I survived 55. Talking about Rhino 55,000.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think people know what that shirt means, to be honest.
People don't know
the design is great, but
yeah, let's see it again. I survived 55. That's my I survived Rhino 55 boner pills. Come on, man.
it's funny. I mean, it's you with an American flag,
Yeah.
looking like Steve Irwin, a ripped Steve Irwin on the back of a rhinoceros.
I should make some of these shirts.
That's a great shirt, dude.
Yeah.
You should take them on tour with you. Sure.
Yeah, I
Why not?
should. I survived 55,000 boner pills.
Do you prefer that version of Van Halen or?
I don't know, dude. I don't really. It's not something I think about. Van Halen was great. They were not in my. This is one of my favorite bands ever. Even though
Yeah, me either. They can never.
I mean, I love. Might as well jump. One of the best songs of all time.
Yeah, it's
Go ahead,
they're
jump,
one of those things when
jump.
they come on, you're like, oh, this is a banger, but you never play it on your
No,
on your own, man.
never. It doesn't make any of my playlists.
No, never. Sorry, what was I looking up there? I got distracted. Oh, talking about how we met. Sam put out a call probably 2015, 2015, for people to help edit the Punch Drunk Sports news. We used to do this news thing. Which was just a collection of random people that wrote blog posts for the website. And before, it was just a free-for-all. Everybody just throwing shit up there, random shit. I mean, it was a mess. And I was like, I worked as a journalist, and I had plenty of free time. So I was like, hey, I'm happy to help edit that. And I treated it very seriously for a couple of years, editing it. And, there are a couple of people that actually went on to do real work, I think.
Hey, make your dreams come
It's
true.
cool. And then, what was it? There was something. Oh, you needed or wanted some help with the Patreon for Punch Drunk when that first started, and journalism was dying. I mean, just in the doldrums right then. It was getting more focused on how many clicks can you get, not on actually doing journalism. So I was like, I'd always wanted to live in California, moved out here. I just with no guarantee of anything, honestly.
Johnny,
and just
your
started
dream
helping
came
out.
true to move to the gayest area of planet Earth. Congratulations.
But dude, if you grew up where I did, dude, it was just, it's a totally different. They say, move around. It's good to move, I think, and see different things and
you
know how
see
people
yourself
live.
leaving LA?
Yeah, of course I could. Yeah,
If it gets this $8 gas?
I've always wanted to live in New York too. I still do. I would
city?
Just for maybe a year or something like that.
Really? Maybe.
Just every time I'm there, I'm like, this is cool to be able to just pop down. I like Chicago. I could live in Chicago 100%. Chicago's great.
Yeah, Chicago used to be the only city that nobody ever complained about living there. It was forever.
It's beautiful.
People love Chicago.
Walkable. You can walk everywhere.
Yeah, I'm with you. But you're starting to get to that age, Johnny, where you're too old to live in a box and pay $1 billion for a box.
Yeah. No, that's certainly part of it.
You know? And it's so funny because, people look at age and oh, it sucks. Oh, I'm getting old. It's like, I don't mind it, dude. I really don't. It sucks that I'm the oldest guy in my jujitsu class by 6 or 7 years, right? But I do enjoy it, and I don't go up as nearly as much as I used to way back in the day, but I also am okay with that. I think when you're young, you're supposed to go up constantly to get good, and now it's just I'm just chill.
Do you lose anything by not going up as much? Do you feel like?
Maybe I'm not as writing as much, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I love stand up. I love it. I'm you see somebody like Ari just going full force into it, and he's killing it.
Still going?
I don't know if that's me anymore. I love doing it, but I want to do it when I can do it. And I'd rather, like, if you go, hey, Sam, you can go up. Right now, if you go, hey, Sam, you can go up in L.A. or do jiu-jitsu class. I'm taking jiu-jitsu class.
That doesn't worry you at all that you've lost your...
Well, I've done it for 28 years. You know, if it got to the point where it got real serious, where I'm like, oh, the world needs another Sam Tripoli special, then I would focus on it.
Okay.
Until then, it's just like, I'd rather learn how to choke motherfuckers.
Are you still doing this new one, you think?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm being honest with you. I was thinking about just dropping the whole hour and just be like, it's too dark. But now I'm like, you know what? I told this, I was talking to Brett Ernst.
That's a good name for it. It's too dark.
Too dark. It's too dark. Yeah. It's too dark. Maybe that's, I mean, I have different names. One is like, just hear me out. Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Just hear me out.
That's good. Yeah. No, that's really good.
Okay. You know I'm right or something like that.
Yeah. No, that's
just hear me out. You know I'm right. But I think I'm just, I you know, it's like, I don't want to spend too much on these specials because I know that I'm just shadow banned anywhere it's going to get seen. So it's like, I just want to put it out on the record.
Do it live. Do it live.
Do it live. We'll
Not
do
really,
it live.
though, 'cause
no, but I mess up too much. I need 2 takes and edit together. And I just want to dump all this material. I'm just like, I'm over it. And like, when I dump material, I'm forced to write new shit. You know? So that's that. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll do 3 more.
Do we have any calls?
We're not getting through all of them, but I don't know if we have time, honestly. We have less than an hour left. Jenny, 5 stars, awesome show. I love all of Sam's podcasts, but this is my favorite. It's where I get my news. Oh no, I'm sorry, Jenny. Oh my God, Jenny gets her news from this show. Sam, did you hear that?
Oh yeah, good.
Good.
That's what you should do. We do the real news, the news that matters.
5 stars from Kush Up on Push Up. Alien, Bing Bing, in my Ping Ping. Purifier every week. That was one. You haven't been doing the words at the end of the
yeah, you have to remind me of that.
5 stars from Cornwallis, a nod to the British general there. Perfect 1-2 punch. He did the jizz emoji. Juicy Johnny gets the ladies and lady boys moist.
Good
And
for you, Johnny.
Sam brings the mop and bucket.
Johnny, let's say there was a super hot chick, right? And she's like, I want to blow you, right? And then afterwards, she then told you she had a dick. Would you be sad?
Sad is not the word.
Would you be like, why? Now I got a new thing I'm into.
I would be, what would you say? Confused, maybe?
Yeah. Would you instantly go non-binary?
Start shaving my head like that artist.
Yeah. Johnny, any more things?
There's plenty of reviews, but we'll get to them later.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have, we're short on time. I got an appointment after this.
So I don't know about you, Johnny, but I'm at the age now. I bet you're getting a lot of this, but I'm at the age now that there seems to be this giant rush by all my female friends to get pregnant.
Oh, I'm
and the only thing that
past
makes me
that.
sad,
I'm from the country, buddy. Well, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah. But once I mean, you're in entertainment in a weird way. You're like in the fringe of it.
Peripheral.
Yeah. Which I think is good, right? I think you're blessed.
Periphery of entertainment.
The up and downs and all that stuff that comes with the industry.
No, but you're right. Shit, the water went down the wrong way. I was talking to
wrong hole
Danielle about this. Yeah.
Take your time, Johnny.
I was talking to Danielle about this the other day because all her friends are getting pregnant now.
Oh my God, Johnny, are you getting
all her
sad
friends
about the pregnancies?
are in there. Yeah, oh my God, so special. They're in their 30s, and I was like, oh, it's weird that all your friends are getting pregnant at this, kind of this later age. And she's like, oh no, that's just how it is in LA. Everybody
100%.
After 30,
that's what I'm
time to have
saying.
babies. Yeah.
Nobody has kids early. They're all focused on their career.
So the opposite.
Yeah, 100. Well, because that's it. Like when you go out like upstate New York, good luck finding women 22 to like 34 at the bars.
Even successful people though. Like I mean, attorneys and lawyers, they all have their kids already. Right?
Yeah. So all my friends are pregnant every time. And it's so funny because every time one of my female friends comes and we go, guess what? I'm pregnant. I just think, oh, you've been fucking. You've been fucking. Yeah, you be fucking. And when they're comedians and they're like, I'm pregnant, I'm like, oh, so you're gonna be putting out a special soon? Because that's the new move. That's the new move. Get pregnant, put out a special, which makes me laugh. Which is great. I'm happy for all of them because that is, you know who your crowd is, right? You know your crowd is other women who just like, oh my God, having a baby, right? But it's so funny because female comics are the only ones that will brag about how many abortions they have, and then when one gets through, they got to do an hour fucking comedy special about it.
That's hilarious. That's great. You're so right, dude. You're so right.
Right.
Yeah. That's so funny. What do you think that is? What is that? It's just it changes your your brain chemistry, right? When you have the baby, it's
Well, it's kind of weird when a woman gets pregnant and has a baby. What she's saying is, I'm over it. And with the women out here, and especially in LA, they feel like they got to be competing all the time, and if they have a kid, that slows down. So when they get to a place where either they're like, I've made it to a level I really like, and now I can have a kid, or it's just not going to happen the way I wanted to, but I'm super happy. I'm going to have a kid, or it's never happening and I don't want to die alone. Those are the three plays. Whenever you see a woman have a kid in Hollywood, that means they are over it.
I know a few women who had solo kids, just, I know
I have a friend of mine who adopted. I think it's so cool. You know what's really
on their
cool?
own, though? Like alone?
Yeah.
Interesting.
She adopted, and then the woman she adopted the kid from had another baby, and her friends adopted that baby. So now the brother and sister
Oh, that's cool.
are
How nice is that?
yeah, I think that's cool. I'm pro adoption, and I'm going to lose a lot of people, but this notion that gay people shouldn't be allowed to adopt, like, kids need love.
Yeah, as long as they've done their due diligence on the family.
Well, that's everybody, dude. That's both sides. Okay,
No,
that's not
what I'm
just one
saying.
side.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like,
Right.
in any family where they've done the due
I
diligence,
have friends
okay
of
with it.
mine who came up through the foster system,
Yeah,
having
you
no
would
life
take-
skills.
Yeah, you would take a gay couple over
Yeah,
the
just
foster
teaching
system.
you life,
100%
man. Yeah,
fine.
100%, 100%. Okay.
I watched this funny movie called Theater Camp the other night. My camera
Yeah.
keeps going off. And it one of the big moments is when this straight boy comes out to his gay parents,
Straight boy comes out to his
He's
gay
like,
parents.
he's on stage going, and dads, I'm straight. And they go, we always knew, son. Yeah. Theater Camp. I recommend
what
the
else
movie. It's a
do we
crazy
got
movie.
here?
I just want to show you one thing. So I noticed you've upped your thumbnail game. I want to know what you're doing here. Because you've been, I guess, who takes these photos, first of all? You
what
take these
is
photos
happening now?
Where I'll say, the style of thumbnails now is to have people making extreme faces, let's say.
People love that shit. They just love it.
Who took, and I guess you took a series of photos.
No, okay, so what my thumb maker guy does is he basically goes to Conspiracy Social Club, grabs one of those poses and puts it on here with the picture I sent to him.
So
If
when
you
you
go
take
to-
pictures for
If
Conspiracy
you
Social
go to YouTube, look at Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters,
Okay.
and you'll see all the pictures.
Why does it have two names? I meant to ask you that.
Because Brian came up with the name, and then I came up with Deep Waters, and we just
You had a
combined it.
disagreement?
I like Conspiracy Social Club, but I like Deep Waters more because that's where we go. No, don't go. Not Brian Callen.
Why is that the
We have
first
our
thing
own
that comes
channel.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go. If you look at all the thumbnails, that's where you get some from,
Oh, I see. There it is right there.
right?
So what's your inspiration, would you say, in this one right here?
How Brian made me feel
Oh, that's what you're
in
doing?
the episode.
I
Like
see.
that is frustration.
It-
I know you think it's my jizz face,
It's funny. Yeah,
like
it
I'm
does
getting
look-
serviced
it
by
does look like
somebody,
that.
and I'm
It
about to
really-
blow one.
But all of these do, if you think about it. It's all just like, oh, what am I? That one's okay.
I mean, this is a show that crushes, and we have to fight tooth and nail for anybody to listen to it. It's
On YouTube,
unbelievable.
yeah.
It's we have to fight tooth and nail.
Well, I
And
mean,
then you have-
at least you don't have to mention Joe Rogan to get views. That's the
gets me
only way
so
we
upset.
cut through
that
the
gets me
noise.
so upset.
It's YouTube, dude. The algorithm will not show it to people unless we mention Joe Rogan. That's just the rule. it's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to ask you that. I was curious about.
Oh my God, Miss Pat is doing a
That's a funny ass woman.
Yeah, Miss Pat is funny. She's doing a court show where she's a court judge.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bet that's good.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, so I just wanted to briefly talk about. We've mentioned this guy before, and now he's getting like a lot of heat. And I'm just curious what you think this is about. We're talking about the tech billionaire who's trying to age in reverse. He recently came out and said that he drives sometimes as slow as 16 miles per hour in LA because he knows that it would be ironic if he died in a traffic accident. So imagine getting behind this guy driving 16 miles per hour in LA traffic.
Dude,
that's how he's going to die right there.
That makes me think his existence needs to be expanded over decades, if not centuries.
Have you seen his meals? Like he just eats like little pellets. It's all like pills and then like little like edamame and stuff. I mean, just
do you want to live that life? Do you want to live that life?
Not that. No, that's miserable. To me, that's miserable. I mean,
your whole life is living to not die. Like to me, that's misery. It's just like, and you look androgynous. Everyone is that.
He does.
You look non-binary.
Although he's got a kid. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, he looks non-binary.
It's almost like he had a kid, though, to draw his blood, I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Johnson says a mantra before he drives, and at one point went 16 miles per hour on the streets of LA per Time magazine.
He's just an idiot.
It's a weird, but he's everywhere, man. He was on,
dude, that
60 Minutes.
fits into the transhumanism movement.
You want to do the news?
Yes, let's do the news because Johnny's.
Yeah, we got like 40,
by the way, Johnny, quick story.
Minutes.
You're gonna love this.
45 minutes.
You love this, Johnny. You're gonna love this.
Tell me.
You're gonna love it. My daughter hates my driving.
Well, that just tells me she's a human. Yeah.
So, they're becoming more and more human now, and more. They have opinions, and they're letting me know what they think, and I love it.
What is she? How do you know this?
So we were going to go down to Orange County. Dana's family was celebrating the Jewish fast break, right? The breaking of the fast.
Yeah.
So, and they love my kids. They're very nice people. So so before I had to take a nap, and as I was napping, my daughter Ghost pulls Danny aside, goes, Danny, you have to do me a favor.
I don't know who that is. The Danny?
That's her name for Dana. They call her Danny.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, some people think that's weird. I'm like, that's just the name she calls her, Danny.
It happens. Yeah, it's how they get. Grandmas have all kinds of weird names because of what kids
Danny,
called them as children.
I need you to drive. We can't let Daddy drive. She said that.
Did she really?
Yeah.
That's
she goes, we can't let Daddy drive. You have to drive. And Dana was laughing so hard because she, you, hates my driving.
She, like everybody who's been in a car with you, hates your driving.
Johnny.
What?
Johnny.
What?
I drive to win. That's what legends do.
Win what?
Win hit.
Win it.
Yes.
It is driving the...
Get there.
You're driving everybody crazy.
Get there.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing, Johnny. Yes, did my insurance go up?
I am waiting on the call at night like, hey, Sam's been in a real bad accident. We're not sure if he's
but
Johnny,
Johnny, yes, I do live stream when I drive sometime, okay? Yeah. That's for the people.
And probably more
That's to get people excited about our show, okay? That's excited. Get people excited. People like it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. It'll be the first... I mean, dude, you the tinfoil hat the week after you die in a car crash,
it's gonna be huge.
Live on Instagram.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. Me and XG are gonna be sitting there.
Oh, because you guys, I just thought about this. You guys can take over the show because you have access to the live feature, and I know you guys are gonna be like, "Should we carry on?" Okay, who's our first guest? That's what's gonna be right there. Should we carry on? Okay, who's gonna be the first guest? And you're gonna carry it on, and then people be like, "You know what? I miss Sam, but this isn't that bad, man. Keep going, guys."
And what we'll do is it'll just start with a silence and then XG going rah.
Yeah, there we go.
That'll be our memorial to
just like the Lakers did with Jerry Buss, you're just gonna have a chair that's always empty for me.
Yeah, and I'll cut to it sometimes.
Yeah, once in a while. What do you think, Sam? Bum 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 bum. You're gross, Johnny. I think you're gross. I think you're freaking gross.
We'll start with this music gently coming in after.
So gross. I'm a human being. Love me.
Tinfoil Hat
Love
family.
me.
We got some bad news over the weekend. Sam was
love me.
Instagramming live to about 40 people. When
love
he,
me.
Plowed his car into a Starbucks, and he's in a coma now. We're not sure if he's gonna pull through. We hope he does. Anyway, who's the guest this week, XG? That's exactly what it's gonna be like right there.
You're so gross, Johnny. You're so gross.
What'd you think about Travis Kelce bringing Taylor Swift to that football
Okay,
game?
let's get into this, right?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a while.
Okay.
By the way, if you see Travis Kelce, he has the I want to be a white rapper haircut. Have you noticed that? Like he has
the whole life of
he's
I
a
wanna be
wigger.
a-
He has a wigger haircut. He looks like a wigger. All of his chicks are hot, futuristic black women.
Not now. But
Now
yeah.
his girlfriend's flat ass Taylor Swift.
Yeah, this is him.
Look at him, dude.
lately.
It's like,
this
when's
right-
that album drop? Huh?
Yeah, he looks like Post Malone's like best friend or
early
something. Yeah.
Post Malone.
Yeah.
Like it said Post Malone so alone, and then you're walking around in pajamas. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? That is the only thing
you're
that
so right,
you wear when you sing Informer. You know, ba 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 there. I did a boom boom there. That's what you wear. Look at that.
Oh,
And dude, you know what he did first date? They went out Sunday night, rented out, bought a restaurant for the whole family of everybody on the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to impress this chick. Dude, that's day one.
Yeah, how do you top that?
What are you doing?
You're stupid, man. You
Dog!
screwed up big time.
Yeah, you screwed up, bro.
You know what, too, was interesting? Before this happened, there was this weird news story that I saw saying that Taylor Swift is not taking this relationship. Like, it was, like, clearly put out by her people saying she wasn't taking it seriously. Like, it wasn't like she was dating him. He was just, like, a sideline. And it was before any of this happened. I was like, why is that in the news? You know, it's so weird. And then all this popped, you know, with her being at the game. And I was like, oh, somebody was getting out ahead of it. They wanted people to know that, like, Taylor Swift, she likes him, but, you know, she's not in love
I
with him.
bet you as Taylor Swift, you have to do that all the time. Like dating Taylor Swift is like going on the Joe Rogan podcast. You do it long enough, your life changes, right? So the first date you go, where do you think he goes with Taylor Swift? What restaurant? Does he go high end? Does he go barbecue? Oh, you're going to love Kansas City barbecue. Does she look like a barbecue bitch? Cheesecake Factory? Is that a good place to take Taylor Swift?
That is the worst place you
Oh,
can take
you
Taylor
really?
Swift.
Chicks love Cheesecake
Not
Factory.
Taylor Swift, dude. She has
Why?
she eats at Nobu every night. I mean,
Do you think Taylor Swift's like, I just want to be treated like a regular girl, and
she's
then
from
just?
Pennsylvania? Huh? Wow, I had no idea.
So where do you think they went?
I don't know. Do you know the answer? Or are you just?
No, I
oh,
don't.
we're
I'm
playing
like,
a game here.
if you're
Let's
gonna
see.
take Taylor Swift out, what restaurant are you taking to day one?
Let's see. They get cozy at a private dinner. Here we go. We might have an answer to this in just a second. Let's see. Taylor Swift and rumored new lover Travis Kelce
New lover? Now he's saying they're boning.
are not yet officially an item, but sources say the two got plenty cozy at a private dinner over the weekend. The lover singer, 33, is said to have sat on Kansas City Chiefs tight end's lap at a restaurant he reserved for loved ones. This is what you were talking about. But where was it? Let's see. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Superman theme. Remember that?
Yeah.
I loved those movies when I was a kid.
What's that to do with where he's eating? Did he take her to Planet Hollywood?
You were talking, so I was vamping. I
What
just
if he
thought
took her to Planet Hollywood?
ba 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 ba. I can't find it. It doesn't say where they went. I don't know. Who cares? By the way,
Oh my God! You know who just announced?
Sophie Turner's single again, so they're having a divorce. Her and the Jonas brother.
Oh, and dude, that chick is so hot. And
I
you
saw
can
her
tell
in West Hollywood one time, dude. Coming out
The
of a
redhead?
workout.
Is she the
Well,
redhead?
she's blonde. She was blonde when I saw her, but she was coming out of a workout.
she's hot.
She was hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was official.
But now she's like, she's in that age, you know, where women are like, I only have so long to be playing the field.
Well, she already had a baby. She got a baby.
Right. So she wants to go out and wreck shop and get yards of dick. That's what she's looking for. Yards of dick.
Yards of dick. You want to do the news now?
I thought we were doing the news.
No, we were just dicking around. Now we're
Okay.
doing the news. This is the news.
No, this is the real news.
Okay, so this story to me is just you can't please everybody is where you can file this one. And I think what we'll do is just play the audio here if it works for me.
American group wants the Washington Commanders to change their name. A Native American group wants the Washington Commanders to change their name back to the Redskins. The NFL team ditched that name back in 2020 after years of criticism. Group is saying, quote, "We are formally requesting the team revitalize its relationship with the American Indian community and rightfully change their name back to the Redskins.
Go!
You simply cannot erase history and target the Native American community by eradicating the name Redskins." Billy Diekman is an advisor for the Native American Guardians Association.
Oh my
He's
God,
also a
look at
U.S.
this
Marine
guy.
and a Kiowa tribe member. And Billy joins me now.
He
Billy,
just doesn't want to
why
buy
are you
all
fighting
new
to bring it back?
Raiders gear. That's what he's about. He's got, I got all this Redskins gear. I got to go buy some new gear.
First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Segon Pentali from the Kiowa tribe of Oklahoma, also known as Billy Diekman, which is my adopted name. The deep, rich history behind the Redskins name, the myth that it means bloody scalps or something derogatory is what we're trying to dispel. It's a status symbol for elite warriors. Only the elite warriors were allowed to.
Maybe not get rid. Maybe get rid of the
ceremony
Indian who's crying about pollution.
go into battle.
No.
It even says in
And
our
what he
fight
talks
song.
about in this is that's a real guy. It's Chief White Calf. It's this guy who's like and they say, and you're erasing him by getting rid of his face on it. It was a point of
Which
pride.
is the big argument that they say about all of these, like Aunt Jemima and all those people, the butter Native American,
Butterworth.
like all those people are gone, and who's left? The oatmeal guy. That's it. That's all it's
Quaker
left.
Oats guy, yeah.
Quaker Oats guy. That's it. Right. So he's totally right.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to think the Quaker Oats guy was my aunt because she kind of looked like she was kind of heavy.
That's so funny. Johnny,
My
what if
great
their
aunt.
plan was to make the new name so fucking bad?
Guardians?
Yeah,
It's stupid.
No, it's not. No, that's Cleveland. We're talking. This is
Commanders,
Washington
sorry,
Commanders.
Commanders, yeah.
So bad that people would demand a racist name back. Like that's their
That's
plan.
brilliant. Wow, yeah.
And by the way, if we get into it, Redskin wasn't even about natives. It was about Vikings.
Well, he just
from
said
the
it
past.
right here what it was about. It's this paint they
Praise
put
on
on
the
his skin.
warpath. The imagery that you see is that of Chief Toucan's White Calf. That's a real person. There's a lot of times they say, you need to get rid of your mascot. We don't have a mascot. That's a real person. That was gifted to the Redskins in the NFL by the Blackfoot tribe as a forever gift. That's one of the greatest warriors of all time.
Respect,
So,
bro. Now I'm
Add to
in.
that 100 years worth
I didn't
of
know any of
history. Our fight is to reinstate this because it was taken away without consulting us, without
And this was
any
the
of our
greatest brand in
approval.
football outside the
And
Cowboys.
now that we're trying to get
What?
it back,
This outside the Cowboys,
No, I
maybe the
agree.
Raiders. I mean, that's the
Yeah,
best brand
that's
in
the
football.
Raiders is too.
Yeah,
Yep,
I mean,
you're
right
totally
up
we've
those three.
launched a petition that has just been overwhelming.
Johnny, where's the
It's become
petition?
a tidal wave.
Try to find. I
Petition
want
to
to sign
change the
it.
name back is nearly 100,000 signatures.
You wanna
You
throw our
mentioned the
names
word
on?
warrior. You are a Marine
got almost
veteran yourself,
100,000,
Desert Storm
97,
and
80.
Somalia. Thank you for your service.
Anyway, so
I'm in, Johnny.
that was informative. You
I'm
got to the point.
yeah. I'm good. Can you send me that link because I want to
Yeah,
tweet
it's
it?
at change.org. So I know you're always about buying gold. Did you know that Costco has started selling
Yes,
gold
Dana
bars?
just showed me that. I'm about to
Yeah.
get some. Let's go.
Well, good luck, because apparently they're all sold out. Costco is renowned for its bargains, from super cheap maple syrup to 72-pound cheese wheels and 8-foot teddy bears. Who the fuck is getting an 8-foot teddy bear? But now the wholesaler is offering an unusually high-end item to its members, gold bars. The company is selling two options, both priced at just under $2,000 online. A 1-ounce gold bar from the Rand refinery and 1-ounce bars from the PAMP Suisse. But they're only available to Costco members. That's the only people that can shop at Costco's members. And they've been so sought after that the firm has been forced to limit how many customers can buy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Some guy just comes in, buys all of it.
look at that. There they are. Well, somebody did. I mean, apparently they're out of them already.
Wow, bro.
Gold bars.
And what is that on there? That's
It's some kind of...
is that some
woman or
Redskin?
Each bar is individually controlled, registered, and secured within protective CERTA PAMP packaging with an official assay certificate and digital certificate accessed with a QR code. Anyway, so it's legit. Go get your gold at Costco if you can. So here's a story that I'm surprised we haven't had somebody talk about on Tinfoil Hat, and maybe we haven't, I just missed it. This is from CNN. Mysterious fairy circles identified at hundreds of sites worldwide.
Oh, so was this like a gay
Here's
bathhouse?
here's a picture of them. It's these things. They're all over the world. There's these little circles in deserts and in sand, and they're not really sure what causes them.
So they assume they're fairies.
Well, no, I mean, that's the old name for them. I'm sure people used to think, oh, those are from fairies. But they show up at these sites all around the world, and they have beneficial effects on, like, the soil. It's like some kind of magic put there to kind of help the soil out or something. Round discs of barren dirt known as fairy circles look like rows of polka dots that can spread for miles over the ground. The phenomenon's mysterious origins have intrigued scientists for decades, and they may be far more widespread than previously thought. They've used artificial intelligence to identify these circles in South Africa, Western Australia, and other locations across 15 countries and 3 continents.
It's crazy, dude.
The study authors trained the neural network to recognize these things, and they just found them everywhere across the world, way more places than they thought before. The scientists also found that fairy circles help stabilize ecosystems, increasing in areas resistance to disturbances such as floods or extreme drought. So they have some kind of like magic. These circles just they help the soil and help things grow and live there. Isn't that? There's some magic to that. There's something weird going on there, man. You don't care about this?
Nope. No.
You know, it doesn't. These circles that science has no way to explain are at sites all over the world.
Yeah.
And that doesn't interest you.
When did this become a gardening podcast?
That's fascinating to me.
Fairy circles?
I mean, it's magic. They don't know why they're there. Think about it. They put up cameras and they just appear with just magically. That doesn't interest you. Crop circles interest you, but not fairy circles. Is it the word fairy that's troubling you? Or are you too?
I zoned out. I'm sorry. I zoned out. I'm sorry.
You're a bad
I zoned
person.
out.
We're only an hour 22 minutes. It's too early for you to be zoning
I'm
out.
zoning out.
We're doing this show a little earlier than normal. Maybe Sam's having some. He's getting ready to go out to Skank Fest. Are you looking
I know
forward to that?
I'm doing Pottstown tonight, and then I'm doing.
When are you going to Skank Fest? That's this weekend, right?
Yeah, Saturday morning I fly in.
Are you excited?
Yeah, Skank Fest is the best.
What is it? The same place as last year?
Yeah, I believe so.
Where you saw that jelly roll or whatever the guy's name?
Yeah, on Fremont Street.
Yeah, that's funny. That was a good story. Let me see. Just a second. There was a low-speed pursuit in L.A. this week. Did you see this? Watch this, dude.
News out of North Hollywood tonight, a bizarre slow-speed pursuit involving a golf cart, and police say it all started out with a robbery at knife point. I'm Michelle Fisher.
And I'm Jory Rand. That cart nabber, shirtless, shoeless, with a dog on his lap, led police on a chase winding through valley streets and sometimes on sidewalks, topping out at about 19 miles an hour. At one point, officers attempted to lay down a spike strip, but he avoided it and was able to putter off. The chase finally came to an end in North Hollywood at Oxnard and Laurel Canyon, where police were able to box that driver into a parking lot. He jumped out of the cart and took off on foot with his dog, but police were able to catch him and put him into custody.
That guy's got the same eyes
dog
as
was
that girl
not
from
injured.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, 100%. That guy was on a bad bath salt run right there. Is that crazy?
This October 10th.
One night of partying could just F you up.
So he stole a security golf cart and just went on a joyride. The police, where'd you think? I mean, did he really have any hope of escape on a golf cart?
No, and it's just like, at what point do you go, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah, you just got to drive till you sober up or the battery runs out.
No, dude, you don't want to go that far. Some goes, dude, have you ever been fucked up?
Yeah.
I always had the voice going, oh no, this is not good. You're fucked up. Don't do this. And I wouldn't do it.
Do what?
Just whatever it was, like.
No, I don't do stupid things. No.
Yeah, but dude, that was a stupid thing. And he didn't look wrecked.
That was incredibly stupid. Though.
He just looks like an idiot.
I mean, he was, but you got to think, he was out
walking his
shit-faced
dog
like that or high with no shoes on, no shirt on,
with his tits out.
Yeah, no leash on the dog.
Bringing his dog. You don't do that to your dog.
There were some
Who
weird
knows
decisions.
when you'll ever get out?
A lot of weird decisions made by this man.
Yeah,
honestly.
why are you? If you're gonna steal a golf cart, do you bring your dog with you? And the dog's got to be like, what is going on? Dogs hate sirens. Now you got all those sirens going on. The dog has to be like, this is our Vietnam.
All right. So speaking of crime in LA, let me see if I can find this. This weekend marks the beginning of bail-free LA. They're doing cash-free bail, in LA.
Well, the question is, what are the crimes they're doing it for?
Well, that's what we're going to look into here. Okay. Here we go. This is from Fox 11. Law enforcement officials and some residents continue to express safety concerns Tuesday about the imminent implementation of no cash bail
and
in
by the
LA
way,
County.
we have no say in this. This is what you get, LA, for voting in this dumbass all the time. I hate living here. I would love to be like, that's what you get, LA, but unfortunately I live here. Right? It's just like you keep voting these people in. And who even knows if that's real or not? Go on. This is so dumb.
Backers of the plan
to a point.
Well, I mean, the bail system was corrupt. We should say that.
Well, Johnny, listen.
but
I don't think you should be in jail if you've done
nonviolent stuff.
Nonviolent shit, right?
But if you're like a repeat offender who keeps just robbing targets, I mean, at some point.
Yeah, you got to stay in.
Yeah, at some point. Backers of the plan told the Board of Supervisors that misinformation about the system is leading to unfounded perceptions that crime will increase and criminals won't be held accountable. Our communities have not been shy about telling us how nervous they are about this change, Sheriff Robert Luna said to the board, saying crime victims who see offenders immediately released from custody are left with little confidence in the criminal justice system. Here. He said he respects the need to respect constitutional rights of arrestees, but zero bail can demoralize deputies and police officers who work hard to make arrests, only to watch the offender walk away with a citation as the victim looks on in disbelief. But Supervisor Holly Mitchell said the system taking effect Sunday does not mean criminals are escaping punishment. It's really dangerous for us to conflate bail with accountability, Mitchell said. Bail means I have the resources to pay my way out of jail. And that is true, I guess. But it also means that I don't know. That's interesting. The system, officially dubbed by LA Superior Court as pre-arraignment release protocols, or PARP. Boy, they have great names for these things, don't they? PARP, P-A-R-P, will take effect Sunday. The system will largely eliminate the existing cash bail system for all but the most serious crimes. So there you go. Okay. Nearly all but the most serious crimes. So that's a lot of stuff. Most people arrested on suspicion of nonviolent or non-serious offenses will either be cited and released in the field or booked and released at a police or sheriff's station.
I mean, this is basically, they're turning a lot of crimes into traffic tickets.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
And so, I mean, like, what if you're stealing a bunch of shit?
Yeah.
There's a certain level where you got to go to jail. If you're constantly stealing, you should go to jail. If you get busted with weed, you shouldn't go to jail. If you get busted with drugs, you shouldn't go to jail.
Or are you doing like public drunkenness?
Yeah. Well, public drunkenness, like,
just go home.
But do you want them to get behind a car?
No, I want them to go home. No, I'm not talking about drunk driving. I'm talking about people who have an open container or something walking down the sidewalk, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's
jaywalking.
Okay, here we go. This is interesting. The idea of no cash bail has generated public safety questions, with some county supervisors noting Tuesday their offices have been swamped with calls from residents concerned about the system, particularly following the recent wave of mob-style smash-and-grab burglaries. And we've had a ton of these lately. We haven't covered all of them, but there was another one last week of you just see these fucking animals just swamping.
Well, they just did this in I think it was Chicago. Was it Chicago? No, Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think Chicago.
And they had some like YouTuber was like documenting it, laughing, and they arrested her.
Good. So I knew you would love this the moment I saw it. Humble is how they describe him here. Humble Colin Kaepernick will not give up. He is not going away. On Tuesday, his friend and rapper superstar J. Cole posted to social media a letter, he says, Kaepernick wrote to the New York Jets general manager Joe Douglas, in which Kaepernick asked the quarterback-needy franchise to sign him to the practice squad. I'm just going to read some excerpts from this. I would be honored and extremely grateful for the opportunity to come in and lead the practice squad. I would do this with the sole mission, I don't believe this for a second. I would do this with the sole mission of getting your defense ready each week.
This guy is so full of crap.
He's 35 now.
Yeah, when was
Hasn't
it?
played in years.
What, 7 years?
Yeah, something
and
like
all this
2016.
does is keep his name in
2016.
in the press. That's
He
all
says
he's doing.
that he's different because he still trains every day, unlike these other people that are trying to get jobs.
No, he's just full of it, and he's been given opportunities that he flushed down the toilet on purpose because in reality he doesn't want to play. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't mind it, but he makes more money being the guy who got canceled and running that grift forever.
Yeah. He's got his own signature Nike.
But the problem is that everyone's realizing he's got no following. Nobody likes him. It's all bullshit.
Worst case scenario, you see what I have to offer and you're not impressed. Best case scenario, you realize I have a real weapon at your disposal in the event you ever need to use it.
No, he's a full of shit.
Now they're saying that he offered to be on the practice squad instead of the real team because he doesn't want to put pressure on Zach Wilson, which is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
He's just so full of shit.
He thinks we're stupid. is what
And
it is.
Zach Wilson, I mean, like, dude,
He sucks, yeah.
It's just bad, bro.
He sucks. Yeah.
I mean, it's like the thing that sucks is you can't suck on a shitty team. If you
And they looked okay. They had a good defense. I mean, here's what he said. I understand the importance of keeping him confident and focused as QB1, and I would only look to boost that confidence in any interactions that we have. So he's just there to help Zach Wilson out, not take his job.
so full of shit.
What a liar.
I'd fight that guy. He's garbage.
I think he would
had a chance to get out.
have a
He
good
was going to get
chance.
signed by he was
Was it
going to get signed by
Seattle or
the
something?
Ravens,
Oh, the Ravens.
and they turned him down. And his girlfriend put out the stupid ass Diego Unchained bull crap, and then
Look at this crazy ass letter he
it's
wrote.
so full of crap.
So long. This would also, in a perfect world for the Jets, Zach Wilson finds his stride and shows that he is able to lead this championship caliber team. I mean, why did this have to be so long? What a weird letter. I mean, he's just weird, isn't he?
No, he's just full of crap. All this is theatrics.
As a final point, I would like to add this. Unlike many of the veteran QBs that have been named in the media, I've never retired or stopped training. My training schedule has remained the same for 6 years, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. training on the field and in the weight room. I've kept this training schedule and without failure for the past 6 years in hopes that an opportunity would present itself. I say this to give you some perspective on where I'm at physically.
Get out of here, you grifter.
Do you believe that?
Have
for
you ever
6
seen
years?
his
Come on.
tweets before he got benched versus after he got
No,
benched?
no. Were they not political at all?
No, they were proud American. Then he got benched. And this is what happens, man, is they get approached. They get approached. And it could be
Really?
handlers.
You think this is like a...
One, because you see it happen over and over again. People who are on their way out but have name brand. Like, who was the Asian guy that played
Asian guy.
for the Knicks? Remember?
Oh, yeah, Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin, he did the same thing. When he was on the way out, he started yelling about Asian American right around when the Asian hate thing was going on.
Yeah.
And then that guy from NASCAR that couldn't win anything if it effed him in the ass, right? He started doing
Oh,
stuff.
the black NASCAR driver?
Yeah, well, he's like Bubba Wallace or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's
He's
it,
like, look at this loop or this rope. Oh my God. It turned out it was just the thing to pull the garage up and down.
Yeah.
But they do that because they got nothing left. They know they're on the way out. This is a great way to make a ton of money.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it does make sense that they would be approached like that for...
It's ridiculous.
So, do you remember that? Did you watch The Office, The American Office?
Yeah.
There's an episode...
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. No.
I mean, the British Office is far superior to me, but there is an episode where Michael Scott is driving the car and the GPS is like, turn right. And he just drives into like a lake, or is about to. So here we go. 25 News. Charges filed against DoorDash driver who allegedly followed GPS into body of water in Middleton. A DoorDash driver went a little off-road trying to make a delivery in Middleton on Friday. Officers responding to the area of Kenny Road around 11:40 a.m. found a panicked delivery driver who said their car was underwater in a wooded area, according to the police. The driver said that they were making a Dunkin' Donuts delivery for DoorDash and were following the GPS when they began driving down a dirt road and somehow ended up in a body of water.
I mean, that to me,
Is that the dumbest person?
okay, is just society right now.
But
right?
the GPS said to keep going.
Wear a mask. 2 weeks to start the curve. Get the shot. Get a booster. Okay?
Continue straight.
Yeah, continue straight. Don't mind that lake.
Firefighters began searching the area and found the car down a dirt path, still running and partially submerged in water. The car was towed from the scene. The driver this is funny. The driver requested to be transported to the hospital, according to police. That's somebody looking to sue.
Yeah,
something,
I
right?
mean, dude, that's the biggest problem. There's so many people just fucking.
The driver was
grifting.
charged with negligent operation of a motor vehicle.
Just grifting, dude. Just grifting. So, dude, I'm looking on Twitter right now, see if there's any interesting stories. This guy, Craig Jones, who's like one of the greatest jiu-jitsu guys in like the world. Craig Jones. He's like so good, right?
Yeah.
If you look up Bloody Elbow on Twitter right now, he did a rear naked choke on Alex Jones.
That's new?
Yeah, it's brand new. It should 35 minutes ago it came out.
No, I mean the video of this?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't know why people like to try to get choked out.
No, me either. I saw some woman was choking somebody the other day.
I have zero desire to do that. But if you go to a Bloody Elbow, it should be on there.
I got it right here.
Yeah, right here. Like he's out.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at
he's
that.
out. Yeah, you can tell. He's gone.
Look at that.
Look at his face. He's crazy.
But here's what I'm telling you, bro.
That's not safe, though. That could be dangerous.
Look at him.
What? What understood?
You know what he looked like when he woke up? He looked like Joe Biden, like, all the time. That's what,
So
when he first looks up and is
100%.
disoriented, that's Joe
Yeah,
Biden's
yeah.
look all the time.
So, we've been working on rear naked chokes in class.
Yeah.
Okay. Bang, right? So I'm working with this kid, this young guy. I'd say he's like probably mid-20s, all tatted up. Nice guy. And so I'm like, okay, just tap when you feel it. And all of a sudden I feel, and I go, what's going on? Dude, he went out.
Really?
It's that easy. Like, if you do it right, you could get somebody
That's how
like
these
that.
guys die jerking off, dude.
Dude, I'll tap it at like the cool breeze, bro.
What do you, when you feel it, what, you can feel yourself fading a little bit? What does that mean?
Well, no, when someone puts it in, dude, you feel like.
Well, describe it. What are you saying? What do you mean when you say when you feel it, just tap? What does that mean?
You just feel like someone just took your neck and went.
You can't breathe? Is that
Oh,
what-
yeah.
Okay.
And real quick, so these people.
We can't do this on a training dummy? Why do we have to do this on real people?
Well, you got to do it because of resistance and stuff like that. But there's two responsibilities going on here. The person putting it in has to be looking for the guy tapping.
Yeah.
And the guy when you're training, don't be a hero.
No, he's trying to
Tap.
take it
No,
to the last
I
second.
don't think I just think it got cinched just so quick.
You just did such a good job, man.
Just such a good job. That I like, dude, I'll tap at anything. You look at me the wrong way, I'll tap.
But that's funny. Alex Jones getting put to sleep here. There's got to be a compilation somewhere of celebrities being put to sleep on radio shows. They used to do that on Opie and Anthony. I remember. I think Jim Norton got choked out.
Oh, Johnny, real quick. So a lot of people have been hitting me up asking about who sang on the song. They got really mad that we cut the song short about my friend Deepak.
It was like 6 minutes long.
So I'm
No,
going
one
to.
person commented. I saw that comment. That was
No,
one
there was
person.
honestly.
And then somebody else commented, I
Okay,
agree
so
with
that's two
Johnny.
people.
That would have made me uncomfortable too.
Okay,
No,
so-
somebody else commented that they agree with
You're
me.
dead to me. So I'm sending you this. Can we put this in this week's?
What is it?
It's his link to his music. Then tell people, hey, if you like last
Oh,
week's
yeah, I'll
guy,
put it in the-
and maybe
just
even
text
put it into the last week episode.
Yeah,
so
here's
people.
Randy Couture choking out Jim Norton. There's a whole just celebrities love getting choked out.
I have no desire to do it.
Now choke Jimmy.
Well, let's phrase this properly.
That's
Just
a weird guy, but
demonstrating
he's
on
so
how
funny,
a
man.
move would be done.
You ever choke a clam? Use that technique.
Oh, Patrice.
Randy Couture choking out Jim Norton.
Physiologically, the carotid arteries are right
What do you
here.
think of Randy Couture?
Remember, there's two kinds of choke. There's
Me
a
too.
blood choke, which is you're cutting off the blood supply. There's a wind choke. Wind chokes are actually very painful. You don't want it again. We call it a soup choke.
Crushes
Because
his trachea.
and eventually he'll pass out because there's no oxygen, but it's a much slower way.
It's a death
And it
blow.
hurts.
You know how humiliating it is? He's controlling me with his finger right now.
Blood choke is very
You know why?
Within
He's
a few
checking to see if you're done.
Within a few seconds, things start to flow. So
Oh, God.
I got my bicep on one carotid and my forearm on the other. Okay. And now if I apply...
Wow. You got it.
You made a sound.
He peed.
So how do you fucking get these guys?
That's funny.
Yeah, I think
That fast, huh?
Yeah, I mean, dude, but I mean, this guy went out quick, and I started going, "Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going? Hey, you okay?" And he started like doing some weird twist. I'm like, "Hey, dude, don't do this."
Everybody chokes Jim Norton. Here's Chael Sonnen.
But I would like to maybe take a choke.
All right, I can't see him, so.
Well, we all know Jim's into weird
Oh, he's
shit,
a
right? So
weirdo,
this
yeah.
might be a fetish.
It
in
could
his
be, actually,
strong
that's
men
a-
choking him out.
Yeah, that could be. You're so right. All right. So, Phillies fans, kind of a pain in the ass. This guy showed up, and it was annoyed that he was denied entry to the Phillies game because he brought an emotional support alligator to the game.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, what are we doing? At this point, what are we doing?
This is from the New York Post. Fan denied entry in the Phillies game after trying to bring in emotional support alligator. And that, I mean, really, there's nothing more than to show the photo here of this idiot.
These people.
I mean, do you think maybe he's trying to prove a point? No, he's not. He just loves alligators. Look, he's got a T-shirt for it and everything.
Yeah, I don't want an emotional support alligator there. Go fuck yourself.
What a weirdo. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. So you mentioned the other day on Tinfoil that your house is haunted. And
Yeah.
I want to hear about that.
Yeah,
Why,
it's
why do you
very
think your house
weird.
is haunted?
It's like at some point we thought maybe it was rats. So we're hearing all this things going on. And then we have people check on them. And like the valley's full of mice and rats. It's
Yeah,
full.
LA is full of them.
Yeah. And we found a couple, but the guy came through, cleaned it out. Now we're still hearing the.
Really?
So they were going through the walls. They can't find anything. It's like we're hearing this on the walls.
Really?
Right? So then
You
out
get
of
any
nowhere.
weird feelings? Like,
Oh, yeah, it's creeped out the whole time. Then, on top of that, outside, our sprinklers just turn on and start running for no reason. They're not timed.
What controls them?
This panel over there, and we turn them on. We can't turn them off. So they'll just start running out of nowhere.
That's weird.
It's really weird, bro. It's really weird,
And
dude.
you have like a weird feeling when you're around.
And then, like, every 2 seconds, my freaking alarm is like, someone at the front door, someone at the side door, someone at the front door.
there's nobody there?
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Really weird,
Might
dude.
want to get one of those weird talk boxes or whatever, where they can talk to the
No,
ghosts.
I don't want to do that, Johnny. I don't. Hey, Johnny, you got to go, you said.
Yeah,
okay.
I gotta, hey, one more thing I want to say. There was this funny thing that came out that Bobert's date on that Beetlejuice, where she went to Beetlejuice and got groped and gave him a little jerky. He was a Democratic bar owner who hosts LGBT-friendly events. Isn't that funny?
Oh, is that her? Is that her whole thing? Is she just like, listen?
She's like, I got to vet my dates better next time. Is what she said.
No, she's just so full.
Think
crap.
about that. She didn't know that guy, and she was letting him, jerking him off in a Beetlejuice
She's
show.
just full of shit.
You think she made that up?
She's
She didn't know?
lying.
Okay.
She thought he was good looking, had money, and she was attracted to him. She got a lot of mileage on that snatch, and she's just happy a guy with stuff going on wants a piece. She's super hot. I mean, she's hot.
For what she is, yeah, 100. Like,
Yeah,
for
her
somebody
body's hot. Her face looks like it tried to stop a bus, but that's okay.
Oh, and then the last thing, really quick, it's just mostly a picture. Auto technicians find an 8-foot boa constrictor inside a Ford Focus.
Dude,
Look at this
shoot
picture.
me now.
Can you
Shoot
imagine
me
popping the
now.
hood and finding a? Look at this. Look at how
Get
big that
outta
snake
here.
is.
That
dude.
doesn't seem real to me.
Hey, it's Myrtle Beach too. Damn. I'm there all the time. A technician at a Myrtle Beach, South Carolina car dealership
That
got the
doesn't
surprise
seem
of
interesting
his
to
life.
me.
It doesn't seem interesting to you.
I mean,
What is
that
your
doesn't
are you brain
seem
dead?
authentic to me. This doesn't seem
Look
authentic.
at it. Look at it. It's 100% authentic.
The only reason you'd be like, that's real is because they Because
Look, there it is. Look at him.
Snakes like heat. But that seems like somebody put that in there to go viral. That's just my opinion.
All right. Well, any other news you want to shit on before we get out of here?
Nope. I'm out.
Sorry about cutting this short, everybody. But
I'm out. I
gotta go.
I'm out. I
gotta go this time.
I'm
no,
out.
I gotta go, bitch.
I gotta go. I'm out.
Well, you want to end the show?
out.
Do you have a word for the end of this show? Or
Kooka Cuppa Ping Pong.
Koopa Cuppa Ping Pong.
Yeah.
And next week we'll get to zoologist Adam Britton, who's pled guilty to Supreme Court charges, including bestiality.
Who did that?
This zoologist in Australia. Well, we don't have time. We'll get to it next week.
What if the animal's like, I'm having fun?
You can't know that, though. That's the problem.
What if the animal's rock hard? That should be his argument. The animal's rock hard. Right? The animal's rock hard.
Yeah, if he's the bottom, I'm okay with it, actually.
Yeah, if the guy's the bottom, it's fine. If he's taking the female, throw that dude in jail. If it's the other way around, listen, when I mean fine, just, hey, you shouldn't be in jail for that.
Erectile issues got you down. Scientists say a banana spider bite is all it takes. Euronews.com.
What if the animal got spider bite and got rock hard, and then that's how, and the guy didn't know what to do with
From
it?
the BBC, Cher is accused of hiring men to kidnap her own son.
Which is the same story of Courtney Love did that, trying to get back an old guitar.
Really?
Yeah. Kurt Cobain's daughter got all of his stuff.
Oh, and she tried to steal.
And she had a fiance, and as a gift, she gave one of the guitars to her fiance. Then they broke up, and the fiance wouldn't give it back. So
Obviously.
Courtney Love wanted to send in
It's a gift.
fucking Navy SEALs to grab him and grab the guitar.
Doesn't surprise me. All right. Bye, everybody.
Pick up your guitar, sing me a song. This was Groover's paradise. Now the Groover is gone. Was a cool little city, but time marches on.